Hi everybody, Tom here. This is day 124, 3 days after my 4-month post-op chest liposuction surgery for gynecomastia. For those of you new to this video right here, I had gynecomastia surgery back on November 8th, 2011. And everything went well. Now, I wasn't going to do an update until I had all my complete feeling back because I'm actually feeling quite normal at this point. But I just received an email and it's asking me more in-depth information and I wanted to share it with everyone. So, here I am again. First of all, let me start off with saying that all my chest liposuction surgery videos are labeled video number, day number, gynecomastia chest liposuction surgery video. Okay, so if you want to know from day one what I went through and what I got into, so forth, go back through my videos because, you know, I put as much information out there as possible. But there's some in-depth information being asked here, and I want to give that information to the young man who's asking me. And thanks a lot for asking. I really do appreciate it. First of all, let me get down here. Okay, the cost of your procedure, the person who is telling me this, like I said, it's basically what I paid. I paid $5,490 for mine. And if it wasn't for charge cards and a little bit of help from my friends, I wouldn't have been able to afford that. And yes, I also had he didn't call it a 12-month guarantee. I was given a year that if I wasn't satisfied for any reason, I could come back and he would redo or touch up, you know, or try to fix whatever issue that I had. But I would still have to pay for the anesthesiologist fees and the hospital fees, but he wouldn't charge me any fees. So I did have that as well. The IV, I'm not a needle person at all. I don't like pain whatsoever. And getting needles makes me want to pass out. And that's kind of really what happened. They put it in with no problem. And then all of a sudden, woof, you know, it started to hit me. But I was okay after that. It was, you know, I'm used to it. That happens with needles. But for the most part, now, if you've already had an IV and you know what it feels like and you've had needles, you're going to be fine. If you do pass out from giving blood or having needles, make sure they know that. You can be laid down in order to have your IV put in. I didn't warn them in advance and they had me sitting up and I didn't think twice about it and I almost got knocked out. So yeah, keep that in mind, all right? So, because that almost happened to me. Yeah, the IVs, it's the same thing. Needles in an IV, it's really the same thing. You're going to be fine with that, don't worry. The process, how about the process when the surgery is done? Okay, and then you go into, is it annoying wearing that compression vest around the house? First of all, it felt so good having that on because I felt secure and I didn't feel any pain. If I moved the wrong way, I didn't feel anything tugging or pulling and I wasn't uncomfortable at all. And it was better to sleep with that on than to have it off. So I actually wore it longer than I was supposed to wear it, just for the sake of the support and comfort of it. So no, it is not uncomfortable. Yes, it feels tight, but you're going to want it on, and trust me, you're going to really feel the difference when you take it off, you know, the first time. The next day, I was able to take that off, you know, in order to shower and bathe and put it back on. I had it off for 2 hours a day. I was allowed to have it off for 2 hours a day. And I have to tell you, my swelling was so minimal that I saw the results, and they were drastic the next day. I mean, literally, it was like night and day. Yesterday it was there, and today it's gone. And the swelling that was there was nothing compared to what I used to have. So you're going to be completely amazed and shocked the day after effect, you know, when you see yourself the day after, because it's extremely amazing, you know, to wake up and it not be there. It's like the best feeling on the face of the earth, kind of. You're asking, should I expect it all? I'm sorry. Should I expect to at least start working out again in 6 to 7 weeks? Okay, now my surgeon told me within 6 to 7 weeks I could start doing light exercises, nothing major, so no push-ups, but hand weights, yes, and light exercise, yes. To build up the chest muscles, you know, use hand weights. I did not do that at all because in my mind, I was afraid if I build up muscle, I would build up more chest area, and I didn't want that back. I wanted it to be as flat as can be, and I don't need muscle there. So as far as exercising, I was not having that. I did, however, continue running as far as an exercise goes, and a lot of walking, which I do, vigorous walking. But anything to do with upper body strength training, absolutely not. I have not done. But yes, I was able to within 6 to 7 weeks. I actually, the vest came off within 2 weeks that I kept it off without any issues. And it was about 6 weeks later was my first appointment with my surgeon, who then told me that I could start light exercising. And I could, because I didn't feel no pain, but I felt some stretching. If I was laying in bed and I went to go turn the wrong way, I could feel like a stretching pool sensation, but it didn't hurt, and I knew to stop and relax it. And so don't be afraid of that. It doesn't hurt, but you can feel it because your chest is going to be numb, tingly, and you're going to feel a sensation underneath your skin that you can't get to. So you might want to, you feel like you want to scratch it, but you can't get to it because it's underneath the skin. So it can be slightly annoying, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, I hope you understand that. Yeah, general walking around and stuff was no issue, even with the vest garment that I had on and the ace bandage, because they put an ace bandage over top of the vest area. And I was so comfortable wearing that, and when I did take it off, I felt comfortable and relaxed. So, you know, don't feel like you're going to be sardined in, because here's the thing, if you have it on too tight, it's going to be uncomfortable and you're not going to be able to move. So when you dress yourself the next day and, you know, the time that you're home, you want to make it tight but comfortable for you. You have the ability to adjust it. But keep in mind, the reason for you to wear it, even though you feel like you may not want to wear it tomorrow because you feel like you don't need it, you really need to wear it as long as possible so your skin adheres back to your chest cavity. That's the main reason of wearing the vest and the ace bandage. It's to secure your skin back. The longer you have it on, the better your chances are of not having any flabby extra skin. And I didn't. I lucked out. I don't have any flabby hanging skin after my initial procedure, which you saw in my last video. If you saw my last video, I showed that. Okay. And how about just being able to put on a normal t-shirt walking around and stuff? I'm sorry. I'm trying to read and do this at the same time. I'm not used to it. And how about just getting able to put on a normal t-shirt or tank top and looking flat? I wear t-shirts all the time now. It's not summer. I did buy fitted tank tops. And to be honest, I'm a little self-conscious wearing them because they're too tight, too close to the body. Mentally, I look good. I look fine. My body looks normal, finally, for the first time in my life. And I can get away with it if I wanted to. I'm just not to that point yet where I feel that comfortable, that confident. Because now, keep in mind, just because I had gynecomastia liposuction chest surgery does not mean that it mentally healed me. It physically cured me from the way that I looked, but mentally it's still there. The stigma is still there, and I'm working on that. I do feel a lot more comfortable walking out of the house wearing a t-shirt. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. But I still have it in the back of my head, ooh, is anybody looking, kind of thing. And I quickly remember that I don't have to worry about that no more. It's okay. It's okay. You're fine. But in the back of my mind, it's still there. It didn't go away. I hope that's something you don't have to experience. I mean, I'm working through it. I've really had issues growing up, being embarrassed about it, you know, being very self-conscious. So it's going to take me a little bit, you know, and I'm not really worried about it because I'm more comfortable today than I was before I had my surgery. So I feel very, really, really good about it. What was it? Can you do that within the first month or so? Wearing a t-shirt or a tank top within the first month? Absolutely, yeah. I only had to wear the vest and the ace bandage for 2 weeks. And once it came off, I was in t-shirts ever since. So yeah, that is really nothing to really worry about. The numbing sensation is going to be there for a while. Like, I still have it 4 months, but it's at the pectoral area right now, right in the center. So it's relieving itself and I could feel the difference, but I still want to itch something that's not there. But I am now finally getting my feeling back. And again, within the first 6 weeks, you figure the first 2 months, I was out running again. There are no issues, and I really didn't have any issues even after I got home from surgery. I wasn't uncomfortable at all. I was able to sleep in my bed, on my back of course. I couldn't lay on my side because that bothered me, because every time I moved it felt like it was ripping and pulling apart. So as long as I was on my back, I was fine. But that was only for about a week. And he gave me pain medication, which helped within the first week. I really didn't need to take it for that because it didn't hurt. It was more annoying than anything else. So yeah, don't worry about your procedure. It's going to be absolutely fine. Other than that, if you have any further questions, feel free to ask. You know, I am glad I'm able to help people that are out there considering the surgery or having it or have had it. For those of you watching this video, this is a young man who emailed me and asked me these questions, and that's why I'm answering them. Previous to this, I had someone who just had their surgery. I get a lot of private emails, and that's perfectly fine. I don't mind getting private emails. I will never disclose who's emailing me or who's confronting me with questioning the procedure or what have you. So if you want to know, you know, like I said, go back to my videos. My video number 10, day whatever. That's how they're labeled, okay? And I started it from the time I thought about having surgery until the day I had surgery, up until today, 4 months later. I'm still talking about it. And I probably won't stop talking about it until I fully feel back to normal with no numbness, okay? So, yeah, that's it for me for now. I hope I was able to answer your questions. And again, I'm here if you have any more. All right, bye for now.